Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Mavens. I'm Carsen Green.
And I'm Annie Janes. You're listening to our Movie Mavens Diary.
Welcome to the episode. Before we get started, I would like to implore you to leave us a review. If you are a fan of our show, we want to grow the show. We're hoping to grow our audience. And one way to do that is if people who love the show, fans of the show, you, listener, would leave us a review and a 5-star rating on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts or wherever it is you are in the world and on the internet.
You could also just send this to a friend, to a homie. Honestly,
yeah,
we are competing with Dax Shepard people.
Yeah. Joe Rogan. Oh, I can't believe I said his name.
Uh-oh. I could bleep it.
Cursed.
I know you have a friend that would like us, okay? I know it.
I know that you have a friend who loves movies and also loves women. Look, we all have something in common now.
Oh, well, without further ado, let's jump into our diary and talk all the things that we've been watching. Carsen, you want to hit me with one thing?
Oh my gosh, I would love to. Wow. Okay, yes. Number one, I watched this documentary called Fire of Love. Have you heard of it?
Yes. This is like volcano documentarians / married couple.
Yes. They're volcanologists, not documentarians. They're scientists, so they just took the pictures for science and the video.
My bad, because it looks so good.
No. Okay, but that's the thing is like as the documentarian who has put this film together is going through all of their footage, there's a clip actually of the guy, the husband, who is like, I'm not a filmmaker. And then she says, the documentarian shows all of these really beautiful shots and like well-framed landscapes and like really well-framed like scale shots that they did. And she's like, I would truly beg to differ. Honestly, one of the most beautiful movies I have ever seen. Like, for real. Just sweeping landscapes and just incredible shots of shit I have literally never seen before. Like flowing magma and like volcanoes exploding and rock just like literally being launched out of the earth. Like, I have never seen these images before, and they're all shot on a Super 8. And it's just so captivating. It's incredibly captivating.
We've been talking a lot about shows that you can listen to, like, you know, while you clean or do a third task or whatever.
Yep.
I tried to put this on to see if it was one of those and quickly realized it was not, because A, everything's really beautiful and like kind of not looking at it is missing out. And B, I feel like they were speaking a lot of a different language. So, Yeah,
they're French. So you do have to read subtitles. Also, it's really sweet just kind of getting to know them. Like, they're really cute. They're really different. They both have really different interests in volcanology. But like, obviously, like, they're both so into one very, very specific thing. And it just has bonded them together in a really unique and like beautiful and romantic way. And this is not a spoiler because it's like one of the first scenes, but they die in a volcano together.
Oh my God. How did they die in a volcano?
Well, they died in a volcano blast. Okay, what I learned over the course of this documentary is there's two types of volcanoes. One is a red volcano, and they're very predictable because it's just like a river flows of magma, and you can like predict where it's going to go because it's kind of like path of least resistance. And so you can tell where like to not be, basically. And then there's another volcano called the gray volcano, which is one that is exploding. And you really like cannot predict how or where the blast path is going to be.
Makes sense.
They just happen to be on the wrong on the wrong side of the volcano at the wrong time.
Is this something that they like had done several times, been in proximity to a gray volcano, and then like they just got unlucky? Or is this like they flew too close to the sun situation?
Honestly, it's a little bit of column A, column B. Like, they dedicated their lives to studying these things. So, like, they were on volcanoes all the time, like year round. They were at volcano sites, active sites. So, yeah, this one, they just got a little bit unlucky.
What a story, man.
Truly. Yeah.
Where did you watch this?
Let me think. I think I watched it on Hulu, if I remember. Yeah, Hulu.
Right on.
I recommend. Yeah. What's something that you've been watching?
Well, I mentioned this as being at the top of my watch list a few episodes ago, but I checked out Shogun also on Hulu, the FX on Hulu.
Yes, go on.
So this show, let me hit you with the premise.
Okay.
It takes place in Japan in the year 1600.
Okay.
And so far we're following this guy, Lord Toranaga, who is like one of 5 rulers in Japan. After the like central ruler died, there was like one ruler, and then they divided between these 5 after he passed away.
Okay. Uh-huh.
The problem is that some of these rulers and regions are Christian, having had like met Spanish Catholics. This is my understanding, by the way. I could be a little wrong.
Okay.
While the other are not. Then enter John Blackthorne, who is an English sailor. He like gets marooned or shipwrecked, or he just like comes into Japan, and he is Protestant, which is something the Japanese people have never even heard of, because the Spanish Catholics are like not telling them about the outside world aside from them.
Great strategy.
Dude, honestly. So Blackthorne becomes a pawn basically in the politics of 1600 Japan. And he's just like wanted by multiple parties for different reasons, as you can imagine. And he mostly though is working with the Lord Toranaga, who I mentioned, who is kind of like being ousted by these other rulers, but they're kind of working together. Yeah, so that's the premise.
Okay.
Yeah, it's giving Game of Thrones often at times, especially with like the political intrigue, but the politics of ye olden times.
Yeah.
And it honestly so far is avoiding the white savior trope.
Wow, okay.
Because the John Blackthorne, the white guy in all of this, like I said, he is kind of just a pawn.
Yeah.
And although sometimes we follow him as the main guy, we're not always following him as the main guy. And yeah, so far it's avoided that trope, and I hope it continues to. I'm going to keep watching. I'm about 3 episodes in, and it's on the slower side of things. It's like taking its time with stuff, which I'm not complaining about.
Uh-huh.
Just something to be aware of, but I've heard a lot of good things overall about the rest of the show.
Do you recommend? Should I watch it?
I recommend broadly. I'm still on the fence for. I know that TV isn't often your thing.
Yeah.
And being only 2 episodes in, I don't know that it is for you yet. Like right now it's a little slow. It might be too slow, but if things pick up, and get more, if it gets more Game of Thronesy, or, in terms of oh shit moments, then yeah, I would recommend it. But we'll see.
Interesting. I might check it out. I still want to check out Mr. and Mrs. Smith though. So if I'm going to watch a TV show, I think I'm going to hit up that one first, unless I hear differently from you specifically.
Yeah, as of now, I would say that plan is a good one.
I watched a movie that was on my watch list from last year, called The Royal Hotel. Have you heard of it?
I have, but I am blanking on any details of it.
It's got Julia Garner. You might remember her from that show Ozark.
Oh, yes.
A few years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, the blonde girl. And she plays this traveler. Her and her friend are in basically the outback of Australia, and they're trying to make some money. And so they do this like tourist, like work stay thing at this place way out in the middle of fucking nowhere called the Royal Hotel. And they are barkeep, but they're like young, American, inexperienced, like don't really have a grasp on how dangerous it can be to kind of play fast and loose in a place like this. I don't think they fully understand like how remote where they are is, and also like it's just a bar full of men who like working class men who like go out all day, work all day, and then go to the bar to like let loose and hang out. And so it's like just not a good situation for these girls.
But they don't understand the gravity of the situation?
Yeah, kind of until it's too late. And it's a great premise. I really, really like this premise. However, it really fell flat. I found myself like just I wanted it to push the premise a little harder than it did. And not to say that I wanted to see these girls endure harm or anything. I think the opposite. I wanted like more harm done to the men, more consequence done for the men in this situation. But, I guess that's par for the course. Boys will be boys, as they say.
Oh, but like, was it just like a not fully explored idea?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like a lot of half-baked characters. Just like there was a lot of strangeness. And like I really appreciate that idea because as a woman there is like you do encounter a lot of strangeness, like vaguely threatening strangeness from men, but you can't explain it all the time and you also can't prove it all the time. And so it was a lot of that. And while I really appreciate seeing that on screen because it is incredibly validating that like this shit does happen and it's really frustrating and you don't really have a voice in these situations, it just like was not as fully formed or as fully fleshed out as I wanted it to be, I think.
Yeah. That's what did Barbie call that? The undertones of violence?
Oh yeah. It's like extremely just like vaguely threatening. Literally like it's just like glances. And like you can't prove
right.
You can't prove
what's
intent.
The crime?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of that. I think I put it on my watch list. This movie came out last year and I had heard some good things, but honestly, I don't know. I think it makes sense that it kind of came and went.
This sounds like one I am going to skip on by.
Yeah, I recommend doing that. I mean, unless you just like want to get mad and a little bored, but I
often don't want to get that.
Exactly. What's something else you watched? Something good?
Well, I checked out The Gentleman.
Wait. Like the
not
Guy Ritchie movie?
Not to be confused with the 2019 Guy Ritchie film of the same name, aka our very first episode.
Very first episode.
It was The Gentleman, because it had just come out, and Snatch. This is the Netflix action comedy series based on the world of that film, also written and directed by Guy Ritchie with some other writers. It's starring Theo James as the lead.
Okay.
So far, 2 episodes in. The episodes are quite long, like an hour. I'm really enjoying it. Much better than I enjoyed the movie.
Okay. Wait, did you just tell me who's in it and I blanked?
Theo James.
I don't know who that is.
He was the guy in White Lotus, the most recent season.
Yes.
Who, was married to the blonde, but was interested in April Ludgate.
Yeah.
Aubrey Plaza. Yeah.
Yep.
So he's the lead. And honestly, I love seeing Guy Ritchie get to do a TV show. Like,
yeah.
I'm interested to see more film directors try that medium because I can honestly tell his proficiency, and his movies have been so bad lately that he had only one way to go but up, and up he went. Like, the story that was in The Gentleman was just did not work for being a movie. Like, if you think back on it, there's so many characters and like sub worlds within that world. Like the Tracksuit Boys, for instance.
I was just thinking about them. Yeah.
And in a show, it like makes so much more sense. And Guy Ritchie, which I love this about him, he loves putting like 20 characters in something. Like, there's so many characters with names.
Yeah.
And they're all like they all do wildly different things, but they all have a job. And this has that, but it really works because it's a television show. So it just feels really fleshed out.
I love that.
Yeah. And it's stylish, like the way his movies are. At first I was unsure because I was getting a little bit of Succession vibes. Because here's the premise. It's not like, so far I don't see huge ties to the movie, but I'll explain. So Theo James, his character, inherits something of his father's who like just passed away that ends up being tied to a weed growing empire, which kind of thrusts him into this like crime world.
Uh-huh.
And the weed empire was what was also in the movie, if you recall, like they went under like a shipping container. Yeah. So that's like here. And this is just like one of the many locations that was probably alluded to in the movie that is growing weed.
Ah, okay.
And he inherits the land that it's on. And I'm a crime girly. I love that as a genre. So it is right up my alley. But so far, this is fun. It's funny. And I can't wait to keep watching.
Cool. Oh my God, love that.
I do recommend to you again. Yeah. Yeah, I would. Because it's fun. It's like,
okay,
man, was that movie bad, but it's working for me here at least.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. And I like Theo James. He's really easy to look at.
Yeah, he's easy on the eyes. I will say episode 2 is where I feel like it really kicked in. And it didn't take till the end of that episode. Just like within that, I was like, okay, I'm on the frequency. I'm picking up what it's putting down. So for those wanting to give it a shot, that's until how long you need to know if it's for you or not.
Fun. Love that. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
What's something else that you've watched?
So I watched this movie called The Starling Girl.
Okay.
It is a movie from last year. It is a directorial debut by a woman called Laurel Parmet. And it is about a 17-year-old girl who lives in rural Kentucky, and she is involved in like a fundamentalist evangelical Christian church community. Her youth pastor comes on to her and they begin an affair. He's like married and his father is the pastor of the church. Again, dude, oh my God, it's just literally so infuriating how much she is blamed for what happened to her, and also like how much moral responsibility she takes on in this altercation.
Yes.
Like they find out, obviously they're like caught, spoiler alert, they get caught. And the pastor and also her parents, they both are just like point the finger immediately at her because she has done something wrong. and like no fault, no blame is placed on him at all. He receives like no altercation, no consequences even. Like even his wife is like this is what happens. Married couples have problems. And
wow. That is always how it is in religious in like Christian or fundamentalist or religious communities.
It really is, dude, and it's just like it was really interesting to watch this character, this young girl. She is incredibly beautifully written. She is very, very talk about fleshed out. It's really intriguing watching this character deal with like this really adult shit that she just doesn't have the wherewithal to understand, much less deal with. And I just feel like that it's just really representative of a lot of young girls who grow up in the church. It's really representative of the kind of oppression that they face, and also like victim and slut blaming and slut shaming, victim blaming. It's just like infuriating, but also incredibly, incredibly intriguing. This is one that I do highly recommend. I think you should watch it for sure. Anybody who is listening who like is interested, even vaguely interested in like just modern religion being portrayed on screen, I think this is like she did such a beautiful job for this being her first movie. It is on Showtime. I really want to see more from Laurel Parmet. God, talk about coming out swinging. I wish it did better at the box office, but you know,
I don't even remember like this getting. I've like never even heard of this.
Actually, I don't think I had heard of it either. I think I was I think I was just scrolling. Oh my God, talk about scrolling. I think I was literally scrolling. Or maybe I like was going to watch something and it like caught my eye as I was scrolling on Showtime.
Okay. And you normally don't, as you've said in the past, like when you're getting on these apps, it's like because you have a mission, you have a movie you're going to.
Yes, I know what I'm about to search.
Yeah.
Maybe this one was like the header of it. I don't really remember, but I read the description and I was like, yep. Yup.
I'm glad it was good, dude.
Yeah, me too. It was crazy good. Yeah, that young actor is so good. She was in Old.
Oh, okay.
The Beach That Makes You Old.
The Beach That Makes You Old? Yeah.
That's yeah. The one. And then Sharp Objects. She's really talented.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The last thing I wanted to talk about is this movie called Beyond the Infinite 2 Minutes.
Okay.
This is a 2020 movie. It's a Japanese sci-fi comedy by this director named Junta Yamaguchi. It's streaming on Amazon, and it is 71 minutes long.
Love that.
So the premise, okay, it's a little confusing, but I'll do my best. Basically, there is a cafe owner who lives in an apartment above his cafe in Japan. He has a computer in his apartment that suddenly starts showing 2 minutes into the future, but from the perspective of a TV that's in the cafe. So he's seeing 2 minutes into the future of whatever is like right in front of the TV that's downstairs in his cafe.
Okay.
And the movie is like a fake oneer, like it's all one shot.
Oh, fun. Oh my God, that's really fun.
And it's kind of like it's low budget. It's a little on the amateur side, but this movie's premise is what carries it. Because I would say even the acting can be bad. But it explores like every crevice of this idea.
Cool.
You think 2 minutes into the future, well, like how much can you do with that? Right?
Yeah.
And how can you even use that to your advantage? This movie explores every crevice of that, and expands on it, goes deeper, and it has some fun twists and turns. It is really funny, and it has a really hilarious climax. Like the last act I thought was great. And overall I just had an amazing time with it because it's like nothing I've really seen before. So already recommend. And the runtime.
Clever. Yeah.
It's it's super clever. The only gripe I have is that it is a little repetitive in that we are with a character in his room and he's watching 2 minutes into the future on his monitor. He's watching himself 2 minutes into the future and he's like, hey, come down here. So he goes down there and then he has to be the one to speak into the TV to reach his cafe. So I'm probably doing a bad job of explaining it, but essentially you have to watch things play out twice for a while because it's teaching you the premise because it's confusing, and it teaches everyone that comes into contact with this weird time warp. It teaches them the premise to also reteach you the premise. And let's just say that my ADHD ass like got it and was like, okay, let's move on, you know?
Yeah.
And you only get increments of moving forward that are very short at first.
Yeah.
Because you watch the thing happen, then you watch it happen again in the future, and then you watch a little bit more until like the loop resets. So that was a little repetitive, but the movie again is really clever and comes up with ways to avoid doing that over and over and over again. It does change it up eventually. It just took a little longer than my brain was ready for. Because as soon as I got it, I got really excited, and then I was like kind of bored. So anyways, I do recommend this if this sounds good to y'all. Carson, I think you would probably like it. It's really short, so
yeah.
There's not a real risk here.
It sounds fun. It sounds really fun.
It was a lot of fun. It's really silly and goofy, and it's just such a good idea. And this filmmaker has another movie that came out recently called River. That is another time loop, time warpy, timey-wimey movie, and I'm excited to check that out after watching this.
I think I have heard. Okay,
it's a bad title, River. Like,
no,
are you supposed to Google it?
I've heard of a movie recently being called River.
And very recent. And the premise of that one is like, I think there's a 2-minute time loop a la Groundhog Day, but it's only 2 minutes, and everyone is experiencing it, not just a singular character.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. I'm going to check that out soon. Anything else that you've watched?
Yes, one final thing. A little bit in the vein of our double feature this week, I watched Last Lovers Left Alive. Have you heard of this movie?
I have not.
It's a Jim Jarmusch movie, and it's got Tilda Swinton and Tom Hiddleston. What is his name?
Hiddleston?
Yes.
Hiddleston.
Thank you. That sounds
only Lovers Left Alive.
Oh, Only Lovers. Thank you. Only Lovers. There's a lot to remember here. What a strange name. Sorry, to go back to Hiddleston. That sounds like a fake name. That doesn't sound real.
Dude, it probably was.
Yeah.
Hiddleston. He looks like a Mr. Hiddleston to me. Oh, wait. Back to Theo James. I have to go all the way back to Theo James. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
My gripe with him is that his voice is not hot. He has like the one unhot British accent.
Bummer.
Which is like the one that's like
is it like is it like a Cockney accent?
No, it's not that. It's just like darling.
Oh, okay.
It's very like it's like that.
Interesting.
Anyways, sorry. Back to this. Only lovers left alive.
Only love. Yes. Okay. No, just to go back. No, we'll stay here. Okay, so it's a vampire movie. And it's Tilda Swinton and Tom Hiddleston. They play a married couple. They're vampires, and they live separately. Tilda lives in Morocco, and Tom Hiddleston lives in Michigan.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just funny, this juxtaposition. Vampire movies are always so just like gothic and romantic. Like there's just always these tropes in vampire movies that I appreciate, which are really fun. And it's very stylish. It's like a really good looking movie. And there's a lot of really long scenes of kind of just watching our characters, which I appreciate because it's like a character study in that they're vampires. And so it's just like showing what a vampire's life is like after being alive for like 200 years and just kind of like the mundanity of it. Mundaneness of it.
I got you though. I don't know the word. I got you. You know what? This sounds to me like What We Do in the Shadows, but take all the fun away.
Yeah, and you know what? It's like genuinely not fun. And I'm just gonna. This is so frustrating. This movie is like we have two main characters here, Tom Hiddleston and Tilda Swinton, but we only know anything about Tom Hiddleston's character. He's the only character that is developed. He's like this tortured musician, and we get all the reasons why he lives in Michigan, and we get all the reasons why...
we don't even know why she's in Morocco. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
It's fucking weird. I was like, when are we gonna learn about her? Like, and she's like, the only thing that we see of her is that she reads a lot of books, and they're all in like different languages. That's the way
I would be so hung up on that.
Dude, I was like, I just want to be with her. Like, I want to know what she's doing. I want to know what she's interested in. Like, I want to know more about this character.
I cannot do like love stories, not even stories, it's just like a couple element. I can't buy into their love if I don't like know both of them.
Yeah, likewise. And I don't even think that like it's about them as a couple. I think it's more like about them as vampires. But even still, it's like we're watching them, and
right. And like, we are humans watching them who have love experiences.
Right. And I don't know. It fucking fell flat, and it pissed me off. It really pissed me off. I was like, Tilda Swinton is literally the most interesting person in this entire world, and you're getting her to play a vampire, and you're making her so dull. Like, this is weird.
You're ruining it. You're
literally.
Ruining it, Jim.
Damn you, Jim.
Okay, well, pass. Wait. Yeah. Tom Hiddleston, smash or pass?
Smash. Tilda Swinton also smash.
Oh yeah, Tilda Swinton. Okay, Tilda Swinton's a pass for me.
Yeah.
And Tom Hiddleston, I could smash. He'd have to have a good personality.
Yeah. No, that's so true. Well, folks, that's our show.
On that note.
Don't forget to send this episode if you liked any of the movies that we talked about, or if you think we had great takes, if you think we had hot takes, if you think that a friend could relate to or would agree with anything that we have said on this show, send this episode to them and have them check it out. Also, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, wherever you're listening. We would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. and follow us on Instagram at Movie Mavens. If you have a recommendation for anything that we should watch, you can send it to us on Instagram, or you can write us an email at moviemavenspodcast@gmail.com. And that's it. Movie Mavens all the way out.